The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
My 80! Much 47. Here we go, D. All day.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's get off the field, D.
From the gun, it's Drake. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Now a draw play with Drake. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw here. Fitzpatrick. And Stills bringing it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. On first down, Drake. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Check, 43. I got him.
PPP.
Shield.
Hey, Delta.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Parker, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Lock to throw on 2nd down. It's caught by Sanders. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. Space to maneuver at the 40. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, check right, check right.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Bravo.
On 2nd and 12, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Regular.
Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And Sanders pulled it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Locke. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nate Orchard providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. No score after one on EA Sports. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
Truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And he finds Parker here, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 52 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 38-yard line.
60-or. Go.
On second and 12, Locke. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
15, run. 15, run.
Game situation. Let's go.
Throwing his lock on third down. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
47.
Right, Eddie!
Check, 47. I'm coming after you.
Kill.
I'm coming after you.
Now on first down, Drake again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Go.
Joker, 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 joker. Slam.
Looking to throw on second down. Fitzpatrick going deep here for Stills. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
I got you, boy.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Go, go. Shift, shift, shift. Run.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mike, 47. I got one.
They'll run on first down. Drake. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Double time.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
Go kill.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Running, it's Drake. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 43-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They give it off here to the tight end. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Hey, defense, left go.
Now Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Here we go.
Clock now on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Screen pass to Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the run, watch the run.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. To do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Check, 52 to the
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Balaj. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Clock will try again on second down. And Sanders has got it complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Let's go. 10 more.
First down.
Let's go, Lamar. Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's top of his
Hey, wahoo.
52's the mark.
Yeah.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's second down.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the cover.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Locke. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Crunch time, defense.
Throwing on third and long. Locke. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. On first and 10, here's Locke. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
On second down now, it's Drake, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I switch. 43 is the mic. 40.
Regular.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Hey, foxtrot.
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Here's Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Grant. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 71 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A throw taken in by Hamilton.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mark 22.
You ready?
Shotgun snap to Locke. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
A gain of 14. And the Broncos first down.
Locke now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Right back to Drake. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
White 80!
We want this. Double tight.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. Safarian Jenkins has it. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lock, his 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Lock now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. 45-yard line.
Check, 47. Watch the run.
On 1st down, Drake. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run with Drake. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right 80! Yeah, feel it.
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Hey, Haywood!
It's going to be a long...
They'll run here with Balaj. And an alley to run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, 32 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Nate Orchard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Pass complete here to Sanders. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Clock working out of the gun. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
On the double.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
30 base.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Let's go. We got this. We got this. Hey, Echo. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Lock. Airing it out for Hamilton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked out by Xavier Howard. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
35.
It's a party now. 43 is the mic.
Balaj. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me
35.
Here we go. Hatchet.
They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
43.
180!
Got you.
Go kill!
Wide. Get wide.
They run it with Balaj, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To throw it is Locke. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now Drake. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
47. Mike, 47. I got you. Check 26.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Mike's 40.
Right 80.
Mike's 47.
Yeah. Check. Shoot. Under 10. 10.
Alert 3.
25. Check 25.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey.